Hi there, and welcome back to Spiritual Sage Astrology. Today we are focusing on the ninth house, which Sagittarius rules the ninth house. But if you have a Sagittarius ascendant, your Sagittarius will be in the first house. So the heavens are opening up for you today, Sagittarius, and they have some things that they want to share with you that perhaps you may not know about yourself. A Sagittarius ascendant favors independence and freedom. You cannot bear to be stifled by outmoded ideas or difficult lovers or tedious work. You are progressive, full of optimism about the future. You are also restless in spirit, anxious to get on with the business of living, ready to accept a new challenge. Sometimes your impatience is misunderstood. Your sensitivity toward other people and your need for freedom are part of the same personality. You grant freedom to others and never try to limit or restrict another human being. Sagittarius ascendants are basically humanitarians, idealists who care deeply about injustice. On a personal level, you are honest and generous to others and are easily wounded when confronted with selfishness or thoughtless cruelty. It's true that you can expect too much of your fellow man. You have a knack for making friends, for you are very open to new people and new ideas. You enjoy a spirited discussion and exchange of opinion. Rising Sagittarians have a reputation for frankness. Other people always know where they stand with you. You are interested in research, blessed with imagination, foresight, and clear thinking. You like to travel, see new places, learn how the rest of the world lives. Usually, you tend to read a great deal, watch the news, subscribe to periodicals, plug into the latest information on the computer, talk about current events with friends. You prefer the simple life with not too many trappings or obligations. You like money, but your real appreciation is for the independence it affords. You fear that if you take success too seriously, life will become boring. One of your problems is that you don't measure the consequences of what you do. You are impulsive, sometimes reckless. To take action is the main thing, to do something about a problem. You don't always stop to consider where all the activity may lead. Marriage is not the most important thing in your life. Sagittarian ascendants have a tendency to marry the wrong person at least once and get into unhappy romantic situations from which they must extricate themselves. Travel is a major theme in your life, and luck surrounds you in foreign countries. Many rising Sagittarians live out their later years in another country. As a person with Sagittarius rising, you tend to have a pleasant, cheerful face, a broad forehead, bright, humorous eyes, and a friendly smile. You often make sweeping gestures with your arms and hands and have a strong, active body. The planet Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius, is very prominent in your horoscope. The influence of Jupiter bestows good fortune, happiness, generosity, breadth of vision, sincerity, and a genial social manner. It also encourages restlessness, self-indulgence, conceit, impatience, wastefulness, and gambling. Sagittarius rising people are fun and freedom loving. They have an air of enthusiasm and optimism about life that few other rising signs have. They are adventurers and are always seeking experiences that will enhance their lives, sometimes traveling extensively and living in places other than where they were born. They also travel in their minds and often have a big library of books or many books next to their bed. Those born under this rising sign are often so full of excitement and opinions gained from their explorations that they tend to lack tact and may suffer from foot and mouth syndrome. Their likability and sense of humor generally stop them from getting into too much trouble, however. They are also seen as a little naive. In appearance, they are often quite tall and rangy and are on the move much of the time, as if they are in a hurry to get to the next experience, which they probably are. Sagittarius rising's ruling planet is Jupiter, and the placement of that or planets near the ascendant will modify the sign once again. Saturn on the ascendant, for example, will make this person less outgoing and more inclined to appear serious. You see, Saturn does that to many of the rising signs if it's sitting on the ascendant. Jamie Lee Curtis, Arsenio Hall, Princess Diana, and Hans Christian Andersen were all born with Sagittarius rising. Jamie Lee Curtis is a actress. Arsenio Hall was a talk show host for many years. We all know who most of us know who Princess Diana was, I should say. And Hans Christian Andersen, we should all know who that is too. Famous author, writer, classic. So, as you can see, everything that I just read pretty much describes most of those people that I just mentioned. I can see how it would describe most of those people. And we don't even know, we know very little of those people other than what's in the media about them. But as an underlying Sagittarius ascendant, it does seem to apply. Would you agree? Please put it in the comments if you think so. Or perhaps you know somebody with a Sagittarius rising, and you can say whether a lot of this seems like the person or not. Again, everything's not going to be exact because of all the placements, the points, the conjunctions that could be affecting the ascendant, but they will have the underlying similarity, the basic of the Sagittarius rising. So once again, if there's things in here that perhaps you're learning about yourself now, you can take action on that and change it. You can modify that energy. If perhaps you think maybe you may be a little too impulsive or reckless or lack diplomacy at times, you can change that. And as you become more of an evolved Sagittarius ascendant, you can become more diplomatic. If you see that in your life, that you do have that foot in the mouth, or you tend to be too impulsive, or you can work on that. Very easy. You just have to make it a point to do so, and you very well can. And that is one of the things that is so wonderful about knowing some things about yourself that maybe you didn't realize. And this will also help the people around you. You can become, if you have that tendency, you can work on that, and you can be more diplomatic, not so impulsive. And that's what's so wonderful about knowing these things, learning these things about yourself, that perhaps you're like, oh, wait a minute, maybe I am like that. Maybe I do have those traits. I can see that now. Now that I know, I can work on those if I want to. And this will help me maybe to become a better all human being in some ways, right? And so that is your Sagittarius ascendant. And you can turn that steering wheel and use that knowledge and turn it into any direction that you wish. You can refine yourself. You can become a better individual, and really use the gifts of that Sagittarius ascendant. And I hope that when you go outside the next time, Sagittarius ascendant, and look up into those stars, that you see things in a different light, that they are definitely there to guide us. They were put there to guide us. And when we pay attention to them, we can have better, more fulfilling lives. We can use our superpowers and our gifts, because we all have them, and they're just all different. And when you find out what yours are, can you imagine? There's things that you can do, because they're in your star map. Your gifts and your superpowers, they're in your star map. And when you find those out, wow, the things that you can do. So remember, Sagittarius ascendant, you are noble because you are made of those amazing stars. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and you like and subscribe.